Alright, what's up, people? It's been a week since I made a video. My bad. Um, so shout out to PM15 if you see this video, man. Uh, because it was kind of inspired of him to make this video. So I'm gonna make my top 10 MCs, rappers, whatever you wanna call it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go from like the old school to the new school, and from the new school back to the old school, right? So, and I might name some y'all might not know, so y'all could go check them out. So, I'm gonna go from one, my most favorite to my least favorite. So, anyway, all right, let's go. So, um, my top favorite of all time, Big L. My favorite MC of all time. You know what I'm saying? Uh, my, you know what I'm saying? Just his the way he just delivers his punchlines, his motifs and stuff like that. He's actually what made started making me take hip hop serious. He's what made me take lyricism serious, because when I first heard his track Danger Zone, that, it blew my mind, right? But see, I've known about Big L for years. The very first song I actually heard by Big L was Street Struck, right? So I didn't, and I don't know why I didn't go, actually listen to his album, but I don't know. So the second song, which was really to me the first song, was Danger Zone. That's what started. He's really what started making me take hip hop and writing lyrics and being a lyricist and being an MC serious. So just the way he executed on each track. So to this day, I like every song on his album. You know what I'm saying? It's one of my favorite albums of all time. Um, yeah. So number two, I might get a lot of hate for this one, but I'm not tripping. It's Eminem. Actually, you know what? Eminem and MF Doom kind of go hand in hand, because I'm actually starting to understand MF Doom's lyrics and his music. So MF Doom slash Eminem. We'll say MF Doom slash Eminem for number two. So I'm gonna just go ahead and elaborate on both, but we'll go with Eminem first. So Eminem, and the reason I say I might get a lot of hate for Eminem is because he's because his recent free verse that he's done on BET, and the controversy it sparked up, and him being overrated and him being white or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? I really don't care about any of that, and I'm black myself, so if y'all couldn't tell. Um, so you know what I'm saying? I really love Eminem. I like his lyrics. I like his style. I like his diversity. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't go into that same category as every other quote unquote rapper. You know what I'm saying? I look at him as a real MC. I don't care about his race. So, uh, my obviously, if y'all don't know Eminem that well, his first album was called Infinite. So that's my favorite album of all time, by Eminem. By Eminem, not my favorite album of all time, just my favorite album of all time by Eminem. Make that clear. So, my favorite track on the album is Open Mic. Now, Eminem on Infinite was definitely an overrated MC. Um, some people don't think so. Some people think Eminem is corny. Some people think Eminem is just his style was average. I don't know, because a lot of people judge him by his race, and a lot of people just might not like him. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you. You know, you like what you want to like, but this is just my opinion. So I think Eminem is definitely diverse. I think that he brought a lot to the table, and he might have brought it differently due to his race, but I think Eminem still had a lot to offer. You know, he just might not have done it in the way everybody might have wanted him to done it. I mean, do it. I say done it. I mean, do it. So now, one thing I would really like Eminem to do in 2017 is rhyme over boom bap beats. I would love to hear his style over boom bap beats because I don't really think Eminem rhymes over. They're definitely rap beats, but that he rhymes over, but I don't think they're boom bap. I'm talking like Nick Wiz or DJ Premier or Pete Rock or who else? RZA or who else? What other producer, man? Lord Finesse. You know, all different kinds of producers, you know? I would like to hear Eminem rhyme over some boom bap. I think if he rhymed over some boom bap, that would turn a lot of hip hop heads and people would start changing their opinion on him because, you know, it would start catering to those people who actually appreciate hip hop. Not saying that he doesn't, but I think he would be doing his real hip hop head fans a favor by rhyming over boom bap beats. But you know, Eminem's gonna do what he want to do. This is just my opinion. But anyway, okay, next, MF Doom. MF Doom is definitely a sensitive topic because I didn't start liking MF Doom until I actually became a lyricist. I didn't start liking MF Doom until I actually started becoming an MC, and I was actually could understand his lyrics. But MF Doom, he's definitely a sensitive. He's definitely a sensitive one. His style is just. It's definitely diverse. Just listening to his flow, the way he flows on a track, it's like some of it is not. You can't even copy it. You know, I have people that I know, that listen to MF Doom that tried to copy his style and just can't copy it because of how just complex his style is. Some of it, his stuff, some of his work, you couldn't copy it even if you wanted to. MF Doom is definitely one of those MCs that are just, that brings so much to the table, yet he's underappreciated because of the way he rhymes. Some people don't like MF Doom because they're just simply not able to understand his lyrical content. You know, you don't have to be a lyricist to like MF Doom, but some people just don't appreciate his lyrical content and what he brings to the table being an MC. So, like I said, I didn't start liking MF Doom until until I became a lyricist. And I was actually beginning to understand similes, metaphors, punchlines, wordplay, multi-syllables, and stuff like that. You know, all of that. So all of that plays a part in being able to listen to an artist. It's like you have to understand what they're saying, the words that they're speaking on the track. So anyway, yeah. So those are my top two, though. Like I said, Eminem and MF Doom go hand in hand, in my opinion. Next is Nas. He's number three. Nas is definitely a dope artist. Some of his stuff nowadays I don't like. I don't like some of the ways that he's going. I'm really not feeling because it doesn't, to me personally, it doesn't represent what he comes from and what he did to hip hop in the 90s and what he's currently doing. I don't like that he's working with Future and DJ Khaled and stuff like that. That honestly, to me, that's a displeasure. As a fan of Nas, that's a displeasure, and it's like it kind of made me a little angry at Nas that he would do something like that, especially knowing where he comes from. So, but Nas is my number three. His first album, obviously, if y'all know, Illmatic, was a flawless album. Love that album. I even listened to the, I think it was the deluxe version where it had like the Q-Tip remixes and stuff like that. It would have the dirty remixes or whatever. But I think by like different producers, and stuff like that. But either way, I really love Nas, his music, man. I still love him. You know, don't get me wrong. Some of the things that he's doing, I just don't like. So, number four, Biggie Smalls. Um, Biggie Smalls, man. He's like in between underrated and overrated because of his fans and the people that worship and adore him and stuff like that. But either way, Biggie Smalls is an underrated MC to me, especially his old stuff. You know, I really like his like old underground demos, some stuff that people don't know about. Um, but Biggie is definitely an underrated MC. You know, I just would love just like Big L, man. If he didn't get killed so early, I would have loved to hear a lot more of his work. I would have loved to hear them develop and grow. You know what I'm saying? Maybe change a few things up to, you know, make their music authentic. More authentic, I mean. More aesthetic. More, I don't know, relatable, I guess. Whatever you want to call it. Either way, I just would have loved to hear more of their work. You know what I'm saying? More of their development. Because it's like, you know, they're dead so early, you know, we don't get to hear enough of it, you know. So, Biggie is definitely my top four. Now, I'll say this. I might, you know, kind of go off because this isn't like my official top 10. I'm just kind of going off the top. So, next, I think it's 5, Big Pun. Big Pun. Now, this dude, man, I started listening to him. And, I mean, I already knew who he was, but I didn't really, like, listen to his album. I knew a couple songs, but I actually listened to his old album. Now, Big Pun, man, he's probably one of the most technical MCs that old school MCs that I've heard. Now, there's probably a lot more technical MCs out there, and if y'all know, let me know in the comments, man. So, I can go check them out. But Big Pun, he's one of the most technical, man. Like, the way he puts together his multis, you know, is some of it is just advanced, and the way he's able to execute it on the track is powerful. Like, he doesn't say it like, oh yeah, I string together a couple rhymes. Like, he's saying it like he means it, he owns it, you know? And and the beat just, you know, goes along with it. Now, I have a love and hate for beats because beats can be either good, they can be aight, or they can be bad. Now, the reason I have a love and hate for beats is because sometimes the beat can take over the track. Sometimes the beat can kind of smother all over the lyrical content. That's what I don't like about the beat. So, and my next video was going to be the worst rappers I ever heard, literally. But anyway, let me continue. But like I said, I have a love and hate for beats because there's like, you have your good beats, you have your aight beats, you have your bad beats. And like I said, sometimes the beats can kind of smother all over the lyrical content. And, you know, sometimes if the lyrical content is bad, you're not even listening to the lyrics. You're listening more so to the beat. So, but Big Pun's beats, and same with every other artist I've listed, I like beats that roll in along with the lyrical content, meaning they string together. You're listening to both at the same time. You're balancing it out, right? And but you're still listening to the more so the lyrics, but you're still balancing it out because the lyrics and the beat are like one. So that's how I feel about beats. But anyway, but Big Pun's beats, like I said, they roll together. They slap, but it's enough, just enough, where when Big Pun is spitting on the track, you understand what he's saying. You get what he's saying. You know, and you don't feel like the beat is separate from the lyrics, if y'all understand what that means. But anyway, next, number 6, if I can think of anything, anyone. Trying to think. Hold on a second. We'll just say, we'll go ahead and say Busta Rhymes. His debut album, his first album. Listen to the whole thing. Straight raw. Now, Busta Rhymes, he didn't use multi-syllables on that first album. However, he was still able to execute it the way he wanted it to. I know I think there was a couple tracks on there produced by Jay Dilla and Q-Tip. I think that even one was might have been produced by Redman. I'm not sure, because Redman was actually a feature on the album. Flip Mode Squad meets Def Squad is the track. I don't know. He might have produced it. I'm not sure. Either way, Busta Rhymes, man, he didn't use multi-syllables like that, but he was still able to deliver enough where it was just like, man, I could rock with this, man. Because, like, even though screw that, even though nothing, his beats slapped along with the lyrics, and the lyrics slapped right with the beat, and then what he said slapped on the beat, and it just made you just, you know what I'm saying, bop your head and even more, and you're just like this is raw, you know. So Busta Rhymes is definitely a dope MC, and but man, I forgot there's an MC that I'm forgetting about. I completely skipped over, because like I said, I'm going right off the top. Master Ace, MF Doom and Eminem go 3. Master Ace second. Okay, Master Ace, man, he is an underrated, unappreciated artist. Straight up, nothing. Yeah, if you listening to this and you think otherwise, get out of my comment section. You know what I'm saying? No, don't even comment nothing. You can close this video out right now. Master Ace is underrated. Master Ace goes right along with Big L. Lyrical, the beats that he uses, I think he's used a lot of MF Doom's beats, or Mad Villain, or Doom, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that, you know, just to let y'all know that I know MF Doom's other egos, names, and stuff like that. But he's worked with MF Doom on different projects, at OG and all that. Different people, you know. But man, Master Ace is my favorite artist. My favorite album, 2 favorite albums that by him are Son of Yvonne and what's the other one? Master Ace Incorporated. Those are my 2 favorite albums by him. Those were straight raw, and both of them delivered lyrically. So, and Master Ace is still around. Just the only thing is, Master Ace doesn't get the credit that he deserves, you know, because not a lot of people know about him, you know. But Master Ace, he doesn't get the credit that he deserves. And I don't know why people like him, legends in the game like him, don't get the credit that they deserve. You know, and Master Ace has been around since what, like the 80s? And he's not getting the credit that he deserves. You know, but at the same time, it's good that it's that way, because the mainstream media probably wouldn't even understand what he's talking about, what he's saying. That's how I feel about it. So that's kind of why I'm mad that Master Ace goes underappreciated for his work. However, I'm happy at the same time, because a lot of people wouldn't appreciate it. It would get washed out by the mainstream media, because a lot of people would consider it whack because of his vocabulary. And I know Master Ace has a big vocabulary, you know. So, yeah, man, those are my, artists. Oh, also another one is Epidemic, Hex One and Technician. If y'all want to look them up, their albums are great, dope. They deliver each one. Their debut album, I think it was their debut album, The Solution, didn't have to skip one track. Each one delivered beat-wise and lyric-wise. So, Epidemic is one of those groups which consists of two artists, like I said, Hex One and Technician. Go look them up. They have Facebook and also Instagram. Technician doesn't, Hex One does. What was I gonna say? Anyway, because I lost my train of thought. I'll probably listen to the video and end up going back. But anyway, Technician and X1. The tracks, man. I've never skipped one track. I mean, maybe I have, but on their main albums that I've listened to, never skipped not one track. Listen to it all the way through from beginning to end, because they deliver lyrically. Now, Hex One and Technician are multi-syllable. They've mastered multi-syllables, using multi-syllables in their flow. Their flow for each track it's monstrous. It's masterful. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's not even, because my mind is running at 1,000 miles per hour about Epidemic, because they're so dope. Again, artists that are underappreciated, but I'm glad they are, because a lot of people probably wouldn't appreciate it. They'd get washed out by the mainstream media, and the mainstream media will probably toss them under the bus because of their vocabulary and the kind of words they use and what they talk about. It's what it is. Now, I love Epidemic, but I wouldn't want to see them get up to that mainstream media and by people who have no brain and a low IQ, throw them under the bus because of their vocabulary, the words they use, and they can't understand them. Straight up. Anyway, though, this video is about to be 24 minutes long, so let me go ahead and end it for right now. My bad for not uploading for a week. I'm going to start uploading more frequently. Just had to get something out, So, my next video is going to be my worst artists. Really not, but I think if y'all might know where I'm going with it. So anyway, peace out. Shufanius. I changed my name, like I said. Shufanius _. So whatever. Peace out.